I would like to share with you some of the constitutional violations that the state of New Hampshire has committed against my daughter and I. And I feel as though, even though I'm speaking primarily about the state of New Hampshire, these rights are also being violated in other states with families who are involved in multidisciplinary investigations between DHHS or DCYF and law enforcement. The sections are all within Title 18, and the sections are 242, 241, 245, and 249. It has been made clear that my religion and my beliefs are one and the same, and proven through my actions, supported by universal law and the golden rule to do unto others as you would have done to you. My actions can be seen by the respect that I have given to the state of New Hampshire by exposing the systemic breakdown from the ground up, offering nothing but solutions and attempts to advocate for my daughter and I, with the intention for us to be able to live a normal life. The result was constant, pervasive intrusions by DCYF and law enforcement, because false accusations are not considered a crime. Every accusation was unfounded for more than a decade, starting since 2009. In addition, during Governor Sununu's 2021 inauguration speech, he openly admits that the Golden Rule being a cliche. And on August 4th, on WMUR, Governor Sununu also denounced my writing for the act, which was labeled a systemic breakdown. My writing has been online since July of 2020. I feel as though this is a direct violation of this section under the United States Constitution. Conspiracy against rights. In order for tyranny to have taken place between the Department of Justice and DHHS, or the Attorney General and the Commissioner, by not openly sharing reports, preventing investigations, case evaluations, intentionally compromising the empirical data which is relied upon for the professionals to draw inductive reasoning for the purpose to control and oppress families that are involved in multidisciplinary investigations, is not only a violation but extreme crimes against humanity. Federally protected activities. As a result of the tyranny between the Department of Justice and the family court, by the Department of Justice not recognizing and supporting 4 court orders of my address being sealed and allowing me to use the state address, prevented me from voting, which is a clear violation of my voting rights. The reason given there were 2 reasons given why I wasn't allowed to use the state address. One, because I was never allowed to make a police report from Mr. and Mrs. Maya's false accusations. And the second, because the state only allowed victims of sexual abuse and physical abuse, as well as the homeless, to participate in the address confidentiality program. Within the Criminal Penal Code, the definition of a deadly weapon is any firearm, knife, or other substance or thing which, in the manner it is used or threatened to be used, is known to be capable of producing death or serious bodily injury. Serious bodily injury means any harm to the body which causes severe, permanent, or protracted loss of or impairment to the health or the function of any part of the body. Abuse means the commission or attempted commission of one or more of the acts described in the subparagraphs by a family member or household member, or by current or former sexual or intimate partner, where such conduct is determined to constitute a creditable present threat to the petitioner's safety. The court may consider evidence of such acts regardless of their proximity in time to the filing of the petition, which, in combination with recent conduct, reflects an ongoing pattern of behavior which reasonably causes or has caused the petitioner to fear for his or her safety or well-being. I feel as though the criminal penal code needs to be reevaluated, and this is my interpretation. The definition of substance is uniform properties, and the definition of uniform properties is isomorphism. Now, wouldn't anyone with a pure heart, soul, accompanied by a reasonable mind, supported by factual documentation, consider that a serious bodily injury would include protecting our minds, essence, spirit, equal to an unborn and unconscious child? The definition of health is the state of being free from illness or injury or a person's mental or physical condition. The definition of well-being is the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy. Our emotional and psychological well-being deserves equal protection to our physical health, if not more, considering every action begins with a thought followed by the intention before it even becomes an action. The difference between PTSD and complex PTSD is being stuck in a situation without the ability to free oneself. This toxic environment that is intentional and purposeful with evil malice conduct warrants emergency response so that my daughter and I can heal. I'm asking for federal protection. I'm asking for my daughter's sake, my sake, and the sake of so many other families. And I really feel as though these are issues that need to be addressed before we even consider voting in 2024. My number one job is to protect my daughter. And my purpose here is to leave Earth better than I found it. And what is going on and what is being done within the United States makes me feel as though I live in a third world country. I've had a lot of time to think about the difference between being locked up in prison, in a cell, in a room, but knowing when you can get out, as opposed to roaming around the earth. But my spirit, my daughter's spirit, under attack. And I don't know, because I've never been in jail, to really be able to compare. But at least if I was in jail, I'd be able to know when this is gonna stop. I understand that a lot of this planned ignoring pertains to status and clout and money. But what you don't understand is the most important things in life are free. And that should be a child's well-being and our spirit. If I would have known that this was all about money, I promise you I would have gladly given up whatever just to be with my daughter. And that's all that I'm asking. Because that's what's most important to me. And any of you that have children out there, now's the time to truly protect them. And knowing that our constitutional rights are being violated, I really hope that we are able to be responsible with this information. And all come together and truly be examples for our children. I don't know. I have so much that I want to say, but when I start speaking from my heart, it makes me want to cry. I hope that we can be done with 2023. And I hope that everybody has a happy new year.